Hello again everybody, I'm back with another replay from the King's Ridge Challenge, which was running in the month of May 2021. And this is the winning replay for the pure nature runs and of the gold challenge. It is done by Pritstift in 23 minutes and 7 seconds. And now I'm going to show you what he did in this run. We're probably going to see some themes that already appeared in other runs, but let's see what happens.
My father, Brannock, believes the gods will save us.
He starts with one shaman, because this shaman can not only deal damage against the bandit footman, but also heal up the frost units later. And he built up the first power well. He still has to wait a little bit for the second power well, because the shaman binds 20 more power than all of the archers from the other 3 colors. So that's why he first of all needed to wait a few seconds before taking up the second power well. Now he's already walking down. Oh, sorry, now the jumping part begins again. He's already walking down there, healing up the frost units, so they are fresh when they defend the west side later, like this western wall. And he also picks up the third power well. And he's soon gonna pick up the fourth power well, probably. Yeah, there we go, fourth power well. And now you see the first spawn wave comes, and he starts attacking them with his shaman and all of the frost units. And since he's playing nature, these frost units may take damage, and he can just heal them up. And he also starts spawning mana wings, which are super strong because they can't be attacked by melee units and many other units which only attack ground units. Especially if you take a look at this first camp, these are only melee units except for one squad of Twilight Mindbenders, and obviously the Twilight Hatecasters. But we're gonna see how exactly he tackles this first camp very soon. He already flies a few of these mana wings over to kill this Twilight Fleshbender, so none of the units can get healed by it. And he just brings in more and more mana wings. He already has 4 of them. He flies them away from the Twilight Creep because it deals extra damage against flying units, and so it would just deal tons of damage against these mana wings. And since they only have 320 health, this would be not really healthy for him. Oh yes, the Fleshbender down. And now he can start attacking these first ground units over here. He brings in the shaman so it can heal up the mana wings in case they take too much damage. He even flies back with the mana wings for the moment to help in the defense. For the defense in the base, by the way, on the left side he's again using the North Guards and Master Archers. On the right side he picked up the wall and also built a Stranglehold. The purple affinity, by the way, which deals some damage but therefore has a slower attack speed. But since the attacks coming here are really slow, this is probably fine. He already has 8 mana wings and 1 shaman for the attack over here.
Your forces are under attack.
And there he brings in a 9th mana wing. And he first of all kills this Twilight Infestation over here, so less attacks are coming to his main base. And the smaller attacks, as you've seen in the other replays, can be dealt with the Stonekin units, and most of them just kill each other, and so he needs minimal defense for the eastern part. He flies in with the mana wings to pull the Twilight Mindbenders, which he just quickly takes out. And then he flies back so the shaman can just heal them for a little bit. He puts down some entangling roots to stop these Twilight Negators, which otherwise would track his shaman. And now he can start killing the Twilight Hatecasters one by one, with the shaman healing all of the mana wings, because one heal of the shaman heals like 150 life points, which is almost half a mana wing's health. And he made sure to stack all of these mana wings, so the damage of the Hatecaster is split between all of them, so not one mana wing gets focused out and dies really quickly. Oh, you see one even died, but the other 8 are still healthy. Okay, another one died. But this shouldn't be too big of a deal, because now everything in the space which can attack air units is gone. So you can now focus on this Twilight Infestation.
A power well is under attack.
So now I can speed this up a little bit. As you see, he even spawned another mana wing inside of the space because the Stranglehold died and the units broke through this fortification wall. Probably because of the Twilight bugs as it split. As you see, he has to put in a little bit of work here for defense, because also this power well is dropping quite low. He's even building another Stranglehold. And meanwhile, in this camp, he's just clearing everything up. But as you see, oh, let's switch back here again. He cleared the space and already started building his tier 2 monument at around 7 minutes and a few seconds. And as you see, all of these frost units are still alive, and with his shaman he can just heal them up to full squad strength again, so he doesn't only have like 2 Northguards, but the full squad of 6 Northguards. And so they can still be used for their defense again. And now with the mana wings flying back, he can use some of those for defense. Okay, let's slow down a little bit again and see what he's doing. He's building 1 Shrine of Memory and 1 Breeding Grounds. Shrine of Memory obviously really important for this map, so he can get all of his white power back super quickly. And Breeding Grounds just so he doesn't have to use that much bound power in order to spawn units. 1 squad of Northguards sadly died, and he did not heal those up to full squad strength. Probably because he lost the shaman somewhere on this right side. And there you already see another moon. And he's probably gonna do the exact same strat as the other 2 runs we already saw from the gold challenge did, which is using moon to teleport in there behind the soul hunter. And so you have ground presence in there and can capture this monument and power well. But the interesting question is, how does he deal with these units actually, because this Soul Hunter would just kill Moon if you leave her on her own. So he uses a Crippling Paralysis. And then he teleports in there with Moon, and she barely survives, and because he has some leftover power, he can spawn 2 deep ones in here, which deal tons of damage against this Bandit Soul Hunter. Especially since Moon used the Necroshade, he's taking 30% more damage, and so you see he's easily taken care of. While his Moon, as you see, she already died, so she was super low on health. And here you see he's building some more defense inside the base. He even builds a 2nd Shrine of Memory, so he can keep them up all the time. And over here he's building 3 living towers, which are all connected by a root network, so he can just defend this with them quite easily. In the meantime, the deep ones are clearing up the last building in here, picking up the orb and the power well and just killing them because they can't get out of there anyways. So now he's just waiting, always keeping his Shrine of Memory active to get back his white power, because as you see it's getting quite high already. And now with tier 3, he's probably gonna spawn some flying units, which he can use to... Oh no, never mind. He used an Enlightenment, and by the way, Enlightenment was not banned in this challenge, in the gold challenge. It was banned in the silver challenge. But in the gold challenge the only rule was not to use My Monument. But you could use Enlightenment if you enlighten for just a tier 4 nature unit. So he can't spawn a Batarial right now, for example, but he could spawn a Giant Worm or Forest Elder or something. And as you see, this is just what he did. He spawned a Giant Worm, which is obviously super strong if you already have it in a situation where you would normally only be a tier 3. You can even just fly it over here and use Revenge on it, so it takes 30% less damage. and then just kill this bandit tent, so his the west side of his camp takes much less damage. And with some heals, he even flies it into the second bandit camp and kills the other bandit barracks. So non-attacks should arrive the attack at his left side of his base again. So he even kills this deep one, which he spawned in the meantime for defense. And you see another enlightenment. And probably another giant worm. Yeah, there we go, 2 giant worms. And then he kills the breeding grounds, because that's all he needs in order to kill this top camp. He took care of this one bandit wind hunter that spawned. And he first of all kills this sky defender. Uses revenge again. And then starts taking out first of all the spawn building. And then all of the units which can attack his flying units, like these bandit skyrakes, most importantly. And also the archers and bandit snipers. And now he can just kill this bandit ship, which is obviously also super strong, as we've seen in the other runs as well. But with 2 giant swarms, it's really taken care of quite quickly. And then he just clears all of the crowd units. Now he can spawn a shaman using this infernal operator, which grants him crown presence. And since he now has crown presence up here, he can just continue picking up these power wells and also his tier 4.
Enemies lay siege to your base.
Yeah, but that's defended quite quickly. And he even uses a breeding grounds, which he is gonna need to build some his units for less bound power, which he's gonna then later send down here.
Is under attack.
Now he's waiting until his tier 4 is up, so we can speed this up a little bit more. There we see a 3rd giant worm, and he's already getting in position to use the infernal operator. So let's see how he tackles the situation as Pure Frost, where he doesn't have neither any shadow support spells, nor does he have any weapons of mass destruction like a Bolt Breaker gun or Comet Catcher. He's waiting for some more power. A 4th giant worm. He kills the breeding ground, so that's probably all of the units he's gonna need down there. Oh, and there he teleports down, and he immediately starts by using a green piece. It's probably blue affinity. It doesn't even show that as of right now. But that way they take much less damage, because all of these units in here can't attack them. So you can just fly out of the range of all of the stuff over here. Just hide in this corner. Use some heals. As you see, Shrine of Memory is always active. And he first of all kills the spawn building. Uses a regrowth, so all of his giant worms get healed by a ton. Another green piece over here, so these bandit snipers and wind hunters don't attack him right now. One wind hunter came through and stunned one of the giant worms for a while. But now he should be in a safe spot where he can immediately take out this bandit way station, so the units don't get healed. And also just take out especially the wind hunters, because they are super dangerous, dealing XL damage and stunning his units. Then another way station down. And then he just continues to heal his giant worms, and he takes out these units one by one. He again flies in the corner, so he doesn't get attacked by this bandit wizard tower, for example. And another great thing about using flying units down here is that this bandit artillery can't attack them. So I think we can speed this a little bit up while he's clearing up down here. Now he has freed Romecale, so he, I think Romecale even grants him crown presence, so he could pick up his 5th orb right now. This is exactly what he did. He even takes out this Twilight Abomination, so it doesn't get freed by the monument later. And now he could even spawn a 5th giant worm down here using the crown presence granted by Romecale. more green piece, so he doesn't get attacked by all of these units.
Enemies lay siege to your base.
His base is well defended with just a few living towers, so nothing to worry about up there. And here's some of the bulkier ships, also with 5 giant worms, they just die super quickly. And since he doesn't have any damaging spells such as Cluster Explosion, Infect, or even just Frenetic Assault, he has to slowly but surely make his way through there just with the giant worm attacks. But it's super solid. There's probably no way all of these units could kill him, especially with green piece support. He even skips most of these camps, especially these strong ships and Bandit Lord, and just focuses on clearing his tier 6 over here. As you see here, constantly has his Shrine of Memory up and his regrowth, so good micro by him. Now he freed this Fathom Lord, which he also quickly has to take out, because it just has 8,500 health, which is quite a lot. As soon as that is gone, and he probably still has to take out his walls. No, he doesn't even have to take out his walls, he can just pick up his tier 6. And now, as soon as this monument is up, he only has to defend for 1.5 more minutes again. And then he's done with it. Even used another green piece because this ship was about to attack his monument. But this green piece lasts for long enough, so his monument gets up. And now you see just 1.5 more minutes of defending. And where did he put his Rogue Kale? Did he bring him back? Oh no, Rogue Kale is even here in the front, walking through all of this acid dropped by the Twilight Wildbloods. So he uses some more heals so Rogan doesn't die, because that would be the end of the game for him. But it looks like he's very safe.
A power well is under attack.
And there we have it. This is probably the last attacking wave, and then there we see it. 23 minutes and 7 seconds. So congratulations again to Pritstift for winning the nature challenge of the gold challenge from the King's Ridge event. And I hope you all enjoyed this replay, and see you all in the next time. Bye.